Let's now go to pathology. Let's discuss external pathogenic factors. The relative strength of pathogenic factors and upright Qi is probably the most important factor in treatment with Chinese medicine. In treatment, it is absolutely essential to determine whether a condition is full or empty. The importance of diagnosing correctly the full or empty character of of a condition cannot be overestimated. Such diagnosis influences the principle of treatment and the therapeutic results. It would be completely wrong to tonify the upright Qi in a full condition or expel pathogenic factors in an empty condition. In full or empty conditions, diagnosing the relative importance and balance of pathogenic factors and upright Qi is still very important. In full empty conditions, it is not simply a matter of simultaneously expelling pathogenic factors and tonifying the upright Qi. In such conditions, the treatment principle must be based on a careful assessment of the relative strength of pathogenic factors and upright Qi and the pathology of each individual case. Although balance between expelling pathogenic factors and tonifying the upright Qi, the treatment will nevertheless always place the emphasis on one or the other. Pathogenic factor has a broad meaning in Chinese medicine. This may be an external pathogenic factor, such as external wind or external dampness, or internal pathogenic factor, such as phlegm or blood stasis. External pathogenic factors. External climate factors derive from the environment, and when they invade the body's interior, they become external pathogenic factors. External pathogenic factors can become internally, usually changing their nature in the process. For example, external wind may turn into heat and become internal. As we can see in the diagram, from the environment, the external pathogenic factors invade the body's exterior and may penetrate in the body's interior, and then becomes internal pathogenic factors. Diagnosing the full or empty character of the condition is the most important factor in deciding the treatment principle. Examples of external pathogenic factors are wind, dampness, summer heat, and cold. As etiological factors are important for any practitioner to know about in order to counsel patients about their lifestyle. For example, about the importance of avoiding exposure to artificial types of wind, such as strong fans or air conditioning, or advising young women about not going out in cold weather with their abdomen exposed. Pathogenic factors represent the pathology rather than etiology. In a woman has if a woman has a very painful periods with small dark clots, a pronounced clot feeling during the period, and the period pain is relieved by the application of heat, then the pathology is that of cold in the uterus. The diagnosis is done on the basis of clinical manifestations, and we do not need to ask whether she was exposed to cold. External pathogenic factors. The external pathogenic factors derive from the environment. External pathogenic factors can become internal, and the external pathogenic factors include wind, dampness, summer heat, and cold. Thank you for your attention.